Well, hello, it's Melanie here with Addicted to Planning. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Again, it has been a long time since I filmed. Apologies. I did recently watch a video from Jasmine of Journaling with Jazz. I'm confident you're familiar with her channel, but if not, I will still link it below. And she basically said that she had been waiting for the perfect lighting or the perfect quietness of the house or the perfect energy level to film a video. And she basically gave up on that and said, nope, she's just going to film. And that's essentially what I'm doing right now. That video spoke to me. I was like, I really need to get this one done. I've wanted to do it for a while. So I don't remember Techo Kaigi being such a big thing last year, but maybe I just had my head in the sand. But this year I seemingly, I'm coming across a lot of videos about it. And so this one will be part one of mine. And essentially this will be covering 2024. And then I will do a part two video of what I plan on using for 2025. What's staying in my system, what is leaving my system. What is crazy is that at the beginning of November, I saw another video, which I will talk about in that part two, that really made me kind of flip my system on its head, thought what I was going to be doing for 2025 kind of went a little bit out the window. And then what was interesting is that I've almost kind of abandoned my 2024 system to already jump on that bandwagon. And I don't know actually how a lot of people go back and backdate or back plan. It's something that I want to do because I've had 10 months in these books. And so just leaving them is isn't ideal. I really do like the idea of having all of 2024 in a planner that I could just go to and flip to. But one of the other things that almost prevented me from doing this video was my nails. I'm sorry, they're obnoxious and a little loud for this video, but that just shows you what time of year it is. So we are at the beginning of December, I guess approaching the middle of December. So that planner season frenzy where Hobonichis are released, Sterling Ink was released, that time has, I believe, subsided. And now we are officially moved into the mid-December setup systems, second guess systems, and just get ready for the new year. A lot of the planners let you get into them early, so I know a lot of people are doing that, which is always exciting. So what I have in front of me here is a passport size traveler's notebook. I have, this is a Hobonichi Weeks size notebook, but it's actually the Sterling Ink N2 notebook. I have another standard size here, which also has a Sterling Ink. This is the N1 notebook in here. And then this is just a standard size with, it actually has the Sterling Ink N1 vertical dated notebook, as well as just the one that comes with the standard size traveler's notebook. And I'll give you a little backstory into all of these. I'll put this one to the side for now because this is where we'll spend most of our time, because this is where I did all of my planning in 2024. Well, most of my planning, because as I just mentioned, I have kind of, boycotted it. So, all right, so I'm going to sit down so I can get comfortable because this might be a longer video. All right, so this first one here, this is the Tragen cover by Hobonichi. I'm actually really enjoying this cover. While it's not leather, and I normally love leather, this is such a nice cover to hold. And I can't go into too much detail with this because, again, it's a work planner, but I've basically just been daily bullet journaling and collections in here. Happy to give somewhat of a walkthrough and kind of how I would set up a day. It would be a mock day and a fake day, but I'm happy to do it if anybody is interested, as well as all the details about this cover. Just let me know if you're interested in that, and comment below, and I will do a secondary video on this one. The other one I used this year was, this is an olive colored standard size traveler's notebook. Again, it is the N1 Sterling Ink notebook, not a planner. It just has, I believe, 269 pages in it. And what I used this for essentially was long form journaling. So I just, a lot of Sterling Ink in here. I did have a subscription, and so I got the vellums and all the stickers. I think I ended the subscription towards the end of October. Ended's probably not the right word. I've put it on a pause. I had so many stickers. As you can see, I have a whole bunch back here still to use. I have a lot of the smaller size in another notebook. I have a whole folder full of all the other stuff that comes with it. She gives you so much. It is such a great value for the money. That's great. Anyway, you get so much for what you pay for. And so I paused it just because I want to use what I have. But essentially, I was just doing long form journaling in here, and nothing exciting. Like, it's not a Dear Diary. It's not a big emotions, big feelings kind of thing. It literally is just, what did I do today? How did I feel when I woke up? That kind of stuff. Very boring. I don't know if anybody other than me would ever want to read it. Like, you envision doing these journals thinking that at some point you're going to hand them down to your children and they're going to cherish them and read about your life and all the, I don't know if they're going to read this. Oh, you had, whatever for lunch. Who cares? But I like reading them because it is interesting to see. So I don't want to go so far as to say it's a memory keeper, because it's not. That's actually more in this one, and I'll talk about that in more detail next. But this is just a way to write. Most of my entries are script. I think I did some, whatever, printing. But so that is this one. I did get the Traveler's Town little leather tag last year, which I didn't own an olive colored notebook at the time, and it sat in my drawer. And then eventually I got this cover, and I thought, oh, right, I have that. And I pulled it out, and oh my goodness, I was so happy that I did. I love how that looks. But so I don't know if I said it, I'm on page like 151 right now. But again, I've kind of, like, my last entry was November 20th. So I've kind of stepped away from it, and not for any other reason than I'm kind of doing long form journaling in another notebook. And so I'll talk about that in my 2025 system, because that's what I plan on doing for next year. But having this, I don't plan on like sticking it on a shelf. I'll probably leave it in this cover. I'll leave it on my desk. And if ever I need like a lot more pages than what my current process is allowing me, then I know I can pick this up and write in here. So that is that one. And I'm always nervous that I have either lost audio or video, so I'm just popping up to do that. I filmed the whole video once where it was like you got half the frame, and I had to throw the whole thing away. I was so bummed. Anyway, all right, so this one I'll put aside. All right, so this one here, this is actually my very first traveler's notebook ever. I bought this in 2014, so like more than 10 years ago. It is actually the original Midori, and then done stuff to it. So this is the Superior Labor leather pen clip, which I really do like, but you do have to put it on and take it off every time you write in here for the most part, which is a little annoying, but it's so pretty. I just, ideal. This is actually just a Japanese yen, which I got a whole pack of them, I think, on Etsy once. So I understand that this one is supposedly good luck, and it is the one that the Baum Kuchen Ichigo Ichi charm is based off of. Or I feel like I did this in another video and I've already forgotten the word. My words suck. So a Superior Labor money clip. I did add these on. I saw somebody else's video. It was pretty cool. They added a piece of string here to almost make it look like it's been sewn on, which is cool. And it, visually looks great. But what I don't like, I don't know if you can see this on the video, but it creates a little bit of a gap right here. I'm sure if I didn't have that string there, this would be nice and flush to the notebook. So what I find is that when I pull this on or off, if I don't do it right, then it'll catch here, and it's very annoying. So the string, cool. Do with it, at your own risk. I'm gonna move this candle out of the way because I'm confident I'm gonna like set something on fire. All right, so what this notebook houses right now is that. So I've got one of the craft folders from Traveler's Company. There's just a brass clip. I've stuck ephemera in there, and then I have this. Let me see if I can find a blank page. Sure, you guys are familiar with this, but just in case, do I have any blank pages left? Well, for the most part, I mean, it's Christmas. So this is the vertical weekly from Sterling Ink. It came in 2 notebooks, the first half of the year, the second half of the year. And so basically what I'm doing is just literally memory keeping. I'm slapping in ephemera. I'm just noting down things that we do as a family throughout the day. And so it's not as up to date. I think at the beginning of November, I started to fall off again. And so I would like to probably back plan that and have this as a record of the year, which would be nice. So then I have more ephemera back here and the other half of that craft folder. Then I have one of the Travelers Company canvas inserts. In here, I just have a ton of vinyl stickers that I've acquired. You know, they started, I think, at the DC Pen Show back in August. And then now I'm a Patreon member of Journaling Genius. And so he sends a sticker every month. And so I have those in there. I have some business cards I picked up at that DC Pen Show. And then the second insert is like legit just creative journaling. And I don't do it a lot. I don't do it enough. I'm really actually behind. So would like to get back into that. And then there is the Traveler's Town um, pencil board, and then the other half of this, which I don't think has anything in there. It does not currently. So that is that notebook. I do think, aside from the memory keeper, because once this notebook is done, I am taking it out. I will archive it, and then I'll probably just keep the, creative journaling insert in there and pull this out whenever I feel the need or desire to try to be creative, because I'm not overly creative, but I do like that outlet. So yeah, so that is that notebook. And then let's talk about this one. So passport size planner for 2024. You might remember the video that I put up of me unboxing this. So I got this in October of 2023, and I pretty much started using it right away. So from Baum Kuchen, I will link that video for those that are interested in the modifications that I had done to this planner. But I did, since that obviously, I added this plate, same situation with the string, so same challenge that I find with the band. So I have to make sure that I clear it when I pull it off. This is just some charm I got from Michael's, nothing exciting. I have another brass clip. So inside, this still houses stamps just to have as needed. Doing another audio and video check. Okay, we're good. All right, so this first insert, actually all the inserts in this notebook from a paper perspective are from Sterling Ink. So this is the Passport Monthly insert. And I just stuck some stickers in there. Let's see, the monthly page, I don't think I did much with these. I do try to kind of get a year at a glance. This is the key that I try to use. I think I'm changing it up a little bit for 2025. I'll try to remember to cover that in that video. Actually, I know I will, because there's a whole card about it. But anyway, so, I just try to this way I can quickly see, who had doctor's appointments, when schools were closed, if we did any travel. So that was what I used these for this year. Any travel that we did, birthdays, let's see, paydays, that kind of thing. So, and then we got, as this planner, much like a lot of the planners, have a December calendar inside of it. So I did start using this back in December of 2023. It moved into this one. So just November, monthly calendars. I try to keep events, appointments in here, moon phases, games that my son might have. My fifth flat tire, don't ask me about that. That's very frustrating. Holidays, that type of thing. Actually, when I saw movies, I would put that in there. Let's see. Hope there's anything in here that's confidential, because I went through it a little bit, but not a lot. And to mark the current page, I'm just using one of these Midori metal clips. And then it also has the January for 2025, which I thought I might need, but since I haven't even really been using this most of November or December, I don't think I'll be using the January. We are big movie families, so I did keep track of the 2024 movies that we saw. Let me see if I'll bring this up a little closer. So if I saw it in a theater, I would highlight, the number, and then if it was a movie I'd already seen before, then I would write it in red. But Lots of people have book trackers, reading trackers, which is a much better use of your time. But as a family, we really love movies, so that is that tracker. I'm a notary, and unfortunately, I don't notarize a lot of things throughout the year, so it's not a lot of space that I need, but that is the notary tracking section. Um, this adulting log is obviously inspired by Lindsay Scribbles. What I did was throughout the year, these just need check marks, but if it was an appointment, or not an appointment, yeah, an appointment, um, I would highlight the month I knew the appointment needed to happen in. If I actually had a date in there, then I knew it was scheduled. If it was just highlighted, I knew that was the time frame I needed to do it, but that I still needed to schedule it. Then I had a little bit of home, maintenance and auto maintenance kind of stuff here. And then my family, like when are they doing their physicals and dentists, just to make sure that that is getting scheduled and getting done. I do have two older kids; they're adults now, so I can try as much as I want to try to nag them about making sure that they have their, annual physicals and dentist appointments scheduled, but they don't. So you do what you can. A bill tracker, nothing confidential here, but just these are basically the bills that I I manually need to pay. Everything else is auto paid, so I don't really track them. I just know that they come in and out, or the money comes in and out and goes to those bills. But these are the ones that I have to make sure that I physically go and pay. I put a little post-it note here with a wish list, and as we know, our wish lists in the stationery community are probably vast, and so I figured a post-it note would be better because I could take it off and put a new one there once it's either full or I've acquired the things that I want to. So what was interesting is, so this notebook, this monthly insert, has a total of 19 blank pages at the back, which is great. Because this way, much like the other notebook I showed you, the weekly notebook is split into two for the first half of the year and the second half of the year. And what's nice is if there's anything that you want to keep all year long, you have 19 pages in this notebook to make sure that you don't have to swap it out come the beginning of July. So there is a little blotting paper. I think here is where I normally keep like a business card. Um, I visited Yoseka in March, so I got a sticker from them. Sad that when this gets archived, I don't get to look at that anymore. Craft folder, and then I have the little plastic folder that they have, and then I have some of the Sterling Ink stickers in there. And then we move on to the weekly notebook. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit and then keep that where it is so that I don't cut it off in the video. Okay, so weekly notebook, also from Sterling Ink. This is the horizontal weekly. So this is part 2. Part 1 has already been archived, but let's see, how would I use that? So this I just stamped, or not stamped, but used one of those clean zig dot markers just to mark the holidays at work. I was trying to keep track of when we went to the gym, when we traveled. Over here on the priorities section, they weren't necessarily priorities, they were kind of highlights or big things that happened that month that I might want to just quickly look back at. And I would try to grab a sticker from that month's subscription kit. Let's see. So obviously December is not over yet. So these are gym days, and as you can see, we were missing from the gym. Some other member joked that our faces were at the front, like missing in action kind of thing. But so from the weekly pages, so horizontal weekly. Sorry, this is probably terribly distracting me standing up and sitting back down. I used the dots that she provides on the actual horizontal line, or sorry, the horizontal pages, right? Yeah, to draw a vertical line to split it into two. Ideally, on the left-hand side of that, I would put appointments, events, or anything that was kind of like all day. And then on the right-hand side, I would just add tasks specific to that day. And you would think so. Now, fortunately, I write small. So I know anybody that has big handwriting, this planner would never work, or it would probably only get 1 or 2 things written down on a day, but my handwriting's fairly small. I've seen smaller, but mine's fairly small. And so I was able to use this. Would I have liked more space? Absolutely. And that's why if you stick around for part 2 of this video with the 2025 section, you will see all the things that I plan on doing there. So the other thing I would do is I would track the weather. I just used a highlighter to highlight the date. In the bottom of each section, I would put a highlighter and just add what we had for dinner. We went on a trip, so that was fun. And then, of course, had to go back to work, which was tough. And then, yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else we would do. So there's the weather again. I would put a little box around the date if there was a birthday. Some stickers. I don't know if you've watched my videos for a while, I'm still very much a 80% functional, 20% pretty. I do like a little bit of something to jazz it up for me. Otherwise, I don't want to look at it. It's boring. So yeah, I'm not really a page flip, but because they're going to get boring after a while. But yeah, so some stickers, some lettering. That was this second half of the year. So we get all the way down to, I think it was about November 4th that I kind of switched to the new system. And I'm kind of using that, and I'm back planning this. And that, unfortunately, is where I am. Robin from Talks from the Heart was a sweetheart and sent me some goodies. That was one of them. So I have it in there. I'm using I've already forgotten the name of these pens, but it's Uniball 1. It's the chunky one. Clearly it's chunky one. But this one has, I believe, a 0.5 ink in it. Love this pen. Love this ink. So I have the other half of that craft folder. I did order some of these from Serica Studio. It's just the little monthly stickers, and I did it on the craft paper. I plan on using that, obviously, in 2025. I have a few more of these little double-sided stickers, should I need those. I love these, so I just have a bunch back here, but these work great. This ink, and just give it a second to dry, same with these, and then I can put them in the calendar on places where I'm not sure the details might change, just because I don't want to use, whiteout. I think we all do that. But the last insert, oh, I have the little adorable coffee bean on here on the bookmark holder. So, and then the last insert I have in here is just a blank notebook from Sterling Ink. This one has 60, how many pages are in here? 64. So 64 pages in here. And I thought I was going to go through like 3 or 4 of these this year, and I am only on page 44, and we're halfway through December. So one notebook was more than I needed, and it's literally just a place to, throw stuff. So I put down my little index, and I did daily bullet journal for a minute, and I quit that, and then it just became a place to write stuff. So yeah, and then I have another Midori clip here for whatever page I'm on. The bookmark that it comes with is basically blocking whatever week I was on. This feels so good in the hand though. Like I do know I'm gonna kind of miss that. I will still be using this for 2025, but not to the extent that it was for 2024. Did I finish up here? Sorry. The last few pages, pen test, some post-its for, when you quickly need them. And then I just used a binder clip to attach the pencil board on here. So that if I need it, it's easy to get to, but it's not sliding around. So 2024 notebook. That actually went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. I really hope that my microphone was working, because I will be devastated if it wasn't. But so that was everything that I used for the most of 2024. I will backdate what I'm missing, but I am using a whole other system right now. It's not a whole other system, but not these books. These sit on my desk all day long, and I go about my day with something else in my hand. So that will be my next video. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I hope you come back for the next one. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Helps the channel. And if you like this type of content, then please consider subscribing. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and thank you for watching.